Bonaventure as a whole excels at providing you with the tools to do what you want to do and really trying to expand the way that you address problems.
I have really discovered what I like to do and what I think my calling is.
It depends on how much work you put into it. So if you're not going to put in a lot of effort, you're not going to come out with a good grade. And that's any major.
College is definitely not an easy endeavor. This is 4 years of exploring and growing. If you've always done the same thing, you're closing yourself out on different opportunities. My name is Christopher Russo. I'm a senior psychology major in the School of Arts and Sciences, class of 2016. On my busiest day, I would start my class as a TA for Dr. Bauerschmidt's statistics class. After that, I have a 10:30 meeting with her. After the meeting, I usually grab lunch around 11 with my best friend. At 1:30, I go to work in admissions as a lead ambassador. I came into St. Bonaventure with an EMT certification. I have a love for hockey and a love for being an EMT, and I was able to tie it together. After my 3rd year, I became an officer. The hockey team took notice, and then around my junior year, they asked me to stay on as a more permanent member. But yeah, it's very exciting to be part of the team and helping them whenever they get banged up, and I'm making sure that safety is first. I also understand that hockey players want to play. For me personally, I got to present research in a poster presentation, and I actually got to see my classmates present research. Being in Times Square is pretty awesome because walking around, seeing everybody else who's also an undergrad, their posters, their different research, making those connections, I really enjoy the human interaction that I get to go through.
My name is Jackie Roberts. I'm a senior journalism and mass communication major at St. Bonaventure. Monday morning, I come in with about 2 story ideas. I start sending emails and arranging interviews for the week. I'm out getting footage, meeting with community members, editing all my stuff, and then come in Friday morning to produce the newscast. I think one of the coolest things about actually producing the newscast is that we really know everything that goes into it. I know how to talk to the anchors. I know why it's so important that when they're reading, we have to be quiet. So when I'm on the other side of it, when I'm an anchor, I know how to interact to make the newscast go as effectively as possible. I think one of the things that made me really grateful that I chose St. Bonaventure was probably when I went home for Thanksgiving break my freshman year, and so many of my friends that I talked to who I thought would have had the world at their fingertips when they went to college really hadn't been given those opportunities because at other schools, at bigger schools, you don't have that ability to get involved right away and have leadership positions right away as a freshman.
My name is Jacob Eberhardt. I'm a junior at St. Bonaventure, and I am accounting and finance double major. On a typical Tuesday, I have institutions with Professor Boothway, and that's basically like a look at the market and what instruments are going on and what instruments are being traded in the market. At 10 o'clock, I have advanced tax with Professor Darwin King, and that really kind of gives me the in-depth look at taxes and how to do more advanced level of tax returns for the VITA program. VITA is Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. We provide free tax returns for low-income individuals. Me as a junior, along with the seniors, will actually do the tax returns. So I might have a client come in, and then once we interview them, we'll go back and e-file the return and go through all the deductions, all the income credits. I think for this season, I'm up to around $14,000 returned to the Olean and Allegheny communities, which is really cool as a 21-year-old to be able to help that many people.
It's okay, dear, she said. Judge Stunk paused for a moment. He thought about what to do.
My name is Denise OBrien. I am a senior at St. Bonaventure University, and I am an education major. So every day, I'm at the school at 7:45 a.m. The Olean community definitely embraced me. I got lots of feedback from my cooperating teacher. I got to work with amazing, beautiful second graders, and I really do like it and enjoy it there. The kids leave at 3:10, but I don't leave until like 10 minutes after. Then I come back to campus. Class is at 5 o'clock. Every class that I took here at Bonaventure helped me prepare for my lesson plans. Especially with how things are now with the EdTPA and all these certification exams that we have to take, on top of student teaching and on top of the classes that we have too, it's really hard to find that balance with yourself.
St. Bonaventure is challenging, but I'm very careful to not overextend myself. You'd rather do 100% of a job than 10 jobs at 50%.
The busier you are, the more you can schedule yourself in. At 9 a.m. I'll do this. From 11 to 3 I'll be in the Coop Lab editing my story. By making sure that you give enough time for yourself to get everything done, you can really do yourself an advantage by staying on top of things.
Right at the freshman level, it introduces you to things like time management and study habits in our University 101 classes. And it was there that I kind of got the chance to meet and network with like-minded peers of mine. And while these are the people that I might eventually be competing for jobs, they're also the people that motivate me to study harder. They're also the people that are there if I have questions. I think it's so important to have a support network.
The material is going to be harder every year, but you're going to have the study habits already established. It's also becoming more and more into your major and more what you're interested in. Once you find your beat at St. Bonaventure, you can make it anywhere.